It just sits on the skin nice, it lasts throughout the day, and again, you don't get cakiness and you don't get greasiness. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. Today's video we are going to be following on from my best foundations for acne prone skin, best for pigmentation, best for scarring. Today I am going to be showing you my best concealers for acne prone skin. Concealers have so many different functions, but for me personally it has to be good enough to not only conceal my breakouts but to also conceal my pigmentation as well. So if you're looking for a new concealer that helps to conceal your acne and much more, then do keep on watching as I'll be showing you my top favorites, their benefits, and most importantly what it looks like on the skin. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I do have 6 concealers to show you today. They are all non-comedogenic, so they do help with acne prone skin, but there is one concealer that is not non-comedogenic. If you're like me, then that sort of thing doesn't really irritate your skin. There's, you know, you don't really get much irritation, but it's really good at concealing your acne, and also it's in a very big bottle, okay, compared to the rest. So I will do that one at the end if you're not interested in that one, but I just wanted to show you a bit of both. When it comes to concealers as a whole and purchasing them, there are 2 things that I look out for. So the first one is the fact that it has to be creamy, okay? I do not like stick concealers. I just find that if you do have like really bumpy acne, then the last thing you want to do is like run a really dry concealer stick over your skin. So I do go for ones that have a creamy formula, just because I find that it gives you a better slip, it's more blendable, and it doesn't dry out too quickly either, because I find that with stick concealers you'll sort of have to like proper, you know, blend it into your skin, and if you've got sore skin, that's just not what you want. And then the other thing when it comes to concealers, I have mentioned this on my channel before, but I do go for a shade darker than my actual skin tone, because if, like me, you do have sort of like your 3D, you know, cystic acne bump, then the last thing you want to do is put on a light concealer, because it's only just going to highlight that bump. So I do go for a darker shade just to sort of mute back the bump. There are a few concealers that I'm going to show you that are quite light, because I originally bought them for my under eye. Obviously for my under eye I do go for a lighter shade. So the first one is the Zoeva Skin Perfector. This is new to me, I've only used it a few times, but in all honesty I've like fallen in love already. It's a really creamy formula, and also it's really buildable as well on the skin. So if you are just going in with a concealer and not applying any foundation to begin with, then this is definitely buildable. So like I said, this one's non-comedogenic, and it comes in 3 tones as well. So it comes with neutral, peachy and yellow. So this concealer has 30 shades, which is quite good actually. With this concealer I think there's like 1 or 2 shades that would be perfect for me, but I just went with the shade Actual, so 030. This is a little bit darker than my actual skin tone. Like I said, it just helps to mute back your 3D bump. The one thing I absolutely love about this concealer is the fact that it contains rose hip oil, so that just really helps to nourish and hydrate your skin as well. So you know for a fact that when it comes to going throughout the day, it's not going to dry out, your blemishes are not going to look cakey, and it's just, yeah, it's just going to keep the area hydrated. And when it comes to using this concealer, I literally don't need to use a lot. A little bit definitely goes a long way, so it's definitely worth it. I think depending on where you buy it from as well, it's around £15, which is very affordable actually for a concealer. So the next 2 concealers are from ELF. So these 2 concealers are the best out of the bunch for when it comes to coverage, affordability. I mean, they're both £5 each, which is absolutely incredible, but also overall wear as well. So really good when it comes to looking at a concealer. So the first one is the original 16-hour camo concealer. Again, this is non-comedogenic. This one has a 16-hour wear, which is really nice. Not that I'm going to wear it for 16 hours, but it's just nice to know that it does. And it's also full coverage, and it gives you a matte finish. So I have combination skin, so I have oily areas, I have dry areas. With the two e.l.f. concealers, I do sometimes use both at the same time. With this concealer, it contains avocado oil, which is really great for moisturising your skin. So even though it gives you a matte finish, it doesn't completely over dry out your skin. And it also contains kaolin clay, I think it's called. So again, it balances out the excess sebum that you have. So it definitely makes sure your skin stays matte throughout the day. So because it gives a matte finish, this concealer is amazing for normal and oily skin types. It actually has 26 shades. I know that they recently launched 8. So it's nice to know that they are building on their shade range. And then as you can see in the clip, this one is just really, really nice. It covers the pimple almost instantly. Again, you don't need a lot. It's a creamy formula, even though it gives you a matte finish, and I just find it's really, really nice. Now the next e.l.f. concealer, which they've recently launched, is their Hydrating Camo Concealer, which is also £5. But with this one, it's not 16-hour wear. This one says it's a all-day wear. So if you do want to wear a concealer all day, then this one is definitely the best one for you. So because it's hydrating, this one is great for dry skin and also normal skin, and also combination skin as well. So yeah, out of the two, I definitely prefer this one, but in all honesty, I can just go in between using them both. So again, this one is full coverage, and it gives you a satin finish, which honestly is really nice because then it gives you that natural dewiness as well, gives your skin a little bit of a glow. And then this formula features hyaluronic acid, so again, it helps to hydrate the skin. It's a really nice concealer to use underneath your eye as well, especially if you're like me and when it comes to applying concealer underneath your eye, it just instantly goes like really, really dry. This one is absolutely amazing for making sure your eye area is thoroughly hydrated. And it also contains rose water flower, which helps to soothe the skin. So if you do have any sore, you know, acne pimples on your skin, but you still want coverage, this concealer would be absolutely amazing. So yeah, I would definitely recommend both of those. You can use them at the same time, you can use one or the other, but yeah, they both do have their differences, and again, they're only £5 each, you know, and they're both non-comedogenic, so again, both amazing for acne-prone skin. So the next two concealers are from NYX. NYX is a really good brand for having non-comedogenic products, and also they're really affordable as well, and it's really great on coverage. So these two concealers I did actually purchase for my under eye area. So these two are a lot lighter in shade than the rest. So the first one is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. This is like the 4th time I've purchased this in a couple of years. So this one I do tend to grab when it's, you know, summer, or if I'm dealing with quite greasy skin that day, because this one is mattifying as well. So this formula is really, really creamy. So again, it's buildable, you don't need to use a lot, and it doesn't over dry out the skin as well. Obviously, when it comes to concealers, that is the first thing that I look for. I just don't want a concealer that is going to dry out my skin, because it can just look horrible on your acne. You know, it can make it look cakey, it sticks out, there's dead skin everywhere, and it doesn't look sexy, you know. So with this one, like I said, it's non-comedogenic. It's a 24-hour wear concealer, and it also has 24 shades. This one is in the shade Alabaster, I think it's called. So yeah, just a little bit lighter than I would have liked. It's really, really nice, and I absolutely love the finish that it gives me, whether you're wearing it with a foundation or not. And then the next NYX one is the Born to Glow Radiant Concealer. So the reason why I bought this for my under eye is because of the sponge, but in all honesty, it's great for my blemishes as well, because it gives me enough slip to sort of give me time to blend it into my foundation, but because of the sponge it helps me to buff it into my skin as well, so it just looks seamless. You know, it looks amazing, it blends perfectly, and you're just, again, not getting any sort of like cakey finish or any harsh lines. This concealer is, again, full coverage, and it again has 24 shades. And then this one actually has micropearl infused ingredients, so it gives you that sort of natural radiance of your skin. It gives you a nice glowy dewy finish. So the last concealer, which is the non-comedogenic one, is the Revolution Makeup Obsession Mega Concealer. So like I said, this one's in quite a big bottle, especially when you're like looking at the rest. It's a lot thicker, and again, this is affordable. Revolution makeup is very affordable. Yeah, so this one is a long wear concealer with caffeine, which obviously helps to instantly awaken the skin. Great if you're having like a really bad skin day and you do need to like perk up your face a little bit. So the one thing about this concealer is the fact that the doe brush at the end is absolutely huge. I don't know why it's so big. Maybe it's because it's in a bigger bottle, I'm not quite sure. So with this concealer, as you can see in the try on clip, it's a lot sheer than the rest, but in all honesty, again, just like the Born to Glow, it gives you more of a more skin-like finish, and also it adds just that little bit extra dewiness as well. It's also buildable, and it doesn't have an issue with concealing any of the redness. Do comment down below if you have a favourite concealer, as I would love to know. I love testing out foundations and concealers that can sort of help conceal acne. So that is all of the concealers that are amazing for acne prone skin. Like I said, they are all non-comedogenic. There is just the last one that isn't. I think it's just due to one ingredient, so it's up to you if you want to, you know, test this one out. So yeah, they are just my top 6 concealers that I absolutely love using. They are absolutely amazing for my cystic acne, my monthly breakouts that I get all the time, my pigmentation, and also my scarring as well. And then as an added bonus, all of these concealers are amazing for under eyes as well. Helps to sort of conceal any dark circles. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please do give it a like if you did. If you don't already and you've been enjoying my videos and you want to see more acne friendly products from me, then do hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell as well. I do post videos every week. Thank you again so much for spending some time with me, and I will see you next week in a brand new video.